And I'll promise you that we'll see that one Africa in our generation. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, Ethiopia, Eritrea. Happy New Year to you. Hey guys, well, it's good to see everybody here. I'm excited. All right, I'm blessed. All right, I'm motivated. Okay, there's so much love, energy around me. You know, I was just on a phone call with my dad and my mom. Let me just begin by saying this. I was just talking to my dad and my mom a couple minutes ago before I began this, and they were telling me, that's why I kind of delay a little bit to start the stream, and something happened last night, incident. And I want to share this with you guys because it's very important in this very day, September 11, today, September 11, my dad and my mom, if it was not God, if it was not for God, my dad and my mom, like right now, as I'm saying, they would have gone a long time ago. Today, September 11th. God did an amazing miracle last night, and my dad and my mom, they're safe. So this is what happened. My mom, like in the evening, I don't know why I'm smiling. I think I'm smiling because of this miracle. It's a miracle, guys. In the evening, around 8 p.m., actually 7:30 all the way to 8 p.m., my mom, she was actually boiling water with the gas stove. You know, here, I mean, in Tanzania, we have gas stove. She was boiling water with a gas stove, and she forgot to turn it off. So in this sufuria, we call it sufuria or pan, there were kind of like 2 liters of water. That, guys, was 8 p.m. in the evening. And her husband, my dad, they went to sleep. 8 p.m., guys. All the way to 5 a.m. in the morning. The gas, it was on throughout the night. And that water in the pan, all of it like just got dry. I don't even know how to explain this. But all the way from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning, that stove was on, the gas stove. Guys, this is gas stove. And the pan, it was done. Like all the water was done, was gone. But miraculously, guys, that pan was still there. That pan, it was not even burnt. Guys, it was not burnt. The pan was not burnt. For more, 8, let me count the hours. That 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. For 9 hours, guys, 9 hours, the pan, it was not burnt. The whole night, the stove was on, gas stove. The pan was not burnt. In the 5 a.m. in the morning, my dad, he's waking up to sleep. I know he's waking up to pray. 5 a.m. because he always wake up at 5 a.m. to pray. He's waking up at 5 a.m. to pray. He finds the stove is on and has been on for 9 hours straight at night. So let me tell you this, guys. This is gas stove. And you know how powerful gas is. My dad and my mom, they were supposed to be burnt the whole night. But they wake up in the morning, my dad and my mom, they're calling me, telling me that, Mika, we thank God because God has done miracle to us. Last night, we're supposed to be gone. And this is what has happened. But now we're here, we're still alive. And that, guys, is September 11. Somebody tell me in the comment section that God is not alive. Somebody tell me in the comment section that God is not doing something beautiful, amazing in our life. Somebody tell me that this new year, it's just hohehahe. Somebody tell me that if this is not a significant thing that God is doing in our lives. God has saved my dad and my mom last night from the fire because they were supposed to be burnt the whole night. It doesn't make sense. It's not logic that more than 9 hours, the fire it was on, and still the pan is still the same. Guys, do you understand that? The pan is still the same. If that's not a miracle, then what is it? Even the fire, it didn't burn the pan. Even the fire didn't burn the house. Guess the whole night. Come on, somebody. Tell me who it's call all the scientists you know. If you don't believe in God, leave me alone. I believe in God, I love God, and I'll forever do that. I'll forever do that because that God saved the life of my dad and my mom last night. Well, maybe it doesn't make sense to you, but wait until it happens to you. I'm not praying for that. I hope it doesn't happen. But if the same thing happened to you, that's when you say that, man, God is still alive. And I'm telling you this, guys, this is September 11, the day that our brothers and sisters in the Ethiopian and Eritrea, they are celebrating a new year. Horizon, the beginning of something new. Yesterday, I prepared a special message for you guys, and I shared with you that, guys, in this new year, I wish you choose love because this is the beginning of something new. I wish you leave all the hatred behind, you leave everything behind, and you begin new year of 2015 fresh start, because the definition of new year is the fresh start, new beginning. The new beginning. You have been given another chance to start another life. You've been given another year to make it up for all the mistakes you have done in the past. It's an opportunity that have been given. How many people they wanted to see this new year? How many people they wanted to begin this new day? Maybe you're not in Ethiopia, and for you, it's not a new year. It's just a new day. A new day is a new beginning. It's a new fresh. It's the fresh start. That's a new day. How many people they haven't been given the same day? How many people today they are in the ground? People we love, people we cherish, people we care, people we always stand with, people we always celebrate with, people, our family members, some of our parents, some of our friends, they are gone. How many they wanted, and we know that they had dreams, they had desires to still be alive. They wanted to fulfill their dreams. They wanted to do things that you are doing today. They wanted to live life that you are living today. And you are there sitting, new year, new day, still complaining about your life. Man, what do you want God to do to you? What do you want God to do to you, to your life or to my life? What do I want God to do to me? He has given me life. How do I do with that life? Do I choose to hate? Do I choose to kill? Do I choose to forget? Do I choose to carry all these burdens with me in the new year, in the new day? Do I choose to do that? Or do I choose to be grateful for what I have? Or do I choose the path of love? Do I choose the path of unity? Do I choose the path of peace? God has done miracle last night. And I thank God that I just spoke to my dad today. Man, let me just take a moment, first of all, to thank God for this, and then we're going to continue. God, I thank you for today, for a beautiful day, for the new beginning, for the fresh start, September 11. It's a new year for Ethiopians and Eritreans. For me, it's a new beginning day, but also we're celebrating with our brothers and sisters because it's our day. But also, thank you for protecting my family. Thank you for keeping them safe from that fire. Thank you for saving them today. Because I don't know, man. I don't know where I would have been right now. I don't know what I would have done. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. But you kept them safe. You protected them. And they wake up crying and giving you thanks for keeping their lives safe out of that fire. I thank you. So I just pray that as we're having this special session of a new year, new beginning, the horizon, I pray that we'll celebrate life that you've given us. Yes, we lost our friends. We lost our neighbors. We lost people we know. But I pray that that will not close our eyes to appreciate the life that we still have, to appreciate and to protect the lives that are still here. Because you know what we have lost. What we have lost, they're not just our family members, not just our friends, but also they're your people. You created them. So the pain that we feel, you feel that pain with us. And I pray that today, here, we'll start fresh. In your name, precious name, Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. Guys, if you're joining me right now, I was just sharing the story of how God protected my dad and my mom today. Just give me a second. I need to pick this up.
Hello, hi sir. Yeah, okay.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I was just sharing the story how God protected my dad and my mom last night. Let me just rewind, repeat that again, because some of you were not here, so you do not understand what I'm talking about. And remember, we're celebrating new beginning, the fresh start. I don't know if, I don't know. I don't want to think about that, because I'll tell you the truth. I don't want to think about that. All right. Last night, my mom forgot to turn off the gas in the house, and she was boiling water. And that water, like from 8 p.m. in the evening all the way to 5 a.m. when my dad woke up to pray, he went to saw that the stove was on, the gas was on the whole night for 9 hours straight. The water was dry, and the pan that she was boiling water from, it was still the same. Guys, it was still the same. It did not burn. It was just the same right there. For 9 hours straight, all the gas was done. And they were sleeping. It never happened before. Tell me what happened that night. Tell me what happened in that kitchen. Tell me what happened in that fire. Tell me what happened in that pan. God was there. God was there. I'm telling you. If you don't believe this, try this. Try in your house. Just put the pan there, put the water, and leave it for 9 hours. And then you'll see what's going to happen. God was there. And I'm here to celebrate that. I'm here to celebrate New Year, because there's a significant meaning for this day, September 11. For you guys, for us celebrating a new year, a fresh start, and for me celebrating life. What am I learning from this? I'm learning to appreciate the life that we do have today. I'm learning to cherish the life that I have today. I'm learning to cherish the life of my friends, the lives of you guys who are out there. I'm learning to cherish that. Maybe before I didn't do that enough, but today I'm learning to do that, because anything can happen anytime. And I always say this, the moment that matters is right now, right here. That's the moment that matters, because you are alive, I'm alive, and that is an opportunity to make it up for your life. So let me take this an opportunity to say I'm sorry to everybody. If I ever did you guys wrong, I'm sorry. If I ever said something that did you wrong, you felt bad, I am sorry. Because sometimes, it's passion. I have so much passion about Africa. I have so much passion about countries in Africa. And sometimes you just say things out of that passion. So I am sorry. I want to make things right with you guys. I want to make things right with Africa, with everybody, because life is too precious. MLK, he said, I choose love because hate is too much burden to bear. I choose love, and I hope we choose love in 2015, no matter what. Because I'm telling you, if God says no, nobody can say yes. If God says yes, nobody can say no. Yesterday, God said no for my parents to die, and they're still alive. And I spoke to them. I FaceTime with them right before this live stream. And I heard that miracle. Do you understand that? If God says yes, you will be gone. It doesn't have to be anything else. You can just sleep and then just be gone like that. If the time has come, you'll be gone. But if the time has not yet come, no matter what happened to you, you're going to still be alive. What are we learning from this? Why are you still alive? Why are you seeing the new year while we lost so many people in our lives? Why we lost so many friends in our lives. Why are we still here? We are here to make things right. We are here on a mission. We are here for the purpose. We are here to reconcile with our brothers. We are here to transform the hatred, to change that. We're here to change, to transform our countries, our families, to transform Africa, man, to transform the hate, I don't know, into love. We're here to do that. You're here on a purpose. That's why you're still alive. That's why you're still celebrating a new year. I know other people, they don't see a reason to celebrate because maybe you have lost so much and you don't see the reason to celebrate this new year. I want to tell you this, guy. You have a reason to celebrate because just the fact that you have this new day, the fresh start, man, you can make things right. And you have an opportunity to save so many lives ahead of you. Just, it depends on what decision you're going to make today, right now, right here. Because you still have time. You still have chance. You have time, you have chance. Time and chance happen to them all. Time and blessings, time and opportunity, time and everything happen to them all. We have time right now, right here. You have chance. The blessing is just right there. The luck is just right there. The opportunity is just right there. What are you choosing? What are you choosing? I don't know why I'm talking about this, man, but I know that I'm talking to somebody. What are you choosing today? And even if I don't talk to anybody, I know I talk to myself. Because what God has done today, I will never forget. I will tell that story forever. In my life, I will tell forever. How many people they left guests on and they died? How many people? Why my parents? Why them? Well, God, He has a purpose for them. He has a reason for that. And maybe one of those reasons is for me to know that right before this live stream, because I didn't know. My dad just called me right before this live stream, and my mama told me, maybe it's for this live stream. Maybe it's to talk to someone there, someone who lost hope, someone who don't see tomorrow, don't see a hope for tomorrow. You don't have a reason to live, to carry on a new day. You're done. You're done. That I'm done. Let me tell you this. If God is not done with you, you ain't done. All right? If God is not done with you, you ain't done, because the only person to tell you that you're done is God. That nobody else. He gave life, He's going to take life, but nobody else. Nobody else. And that's just the truth. That's just the fact. So Happy New Year, everybody. I want you guys to remember that as you celebrate. I want you guys to know that you have all the reasons to celebrate today. Don't sit down and say, I don't want to celebrate. Stay with your family. Celebrate your family. Cherish your family, man. I know these are the days you want to go out, you want to hang out with friends, and you can do that tomorrow in the Boxing Day. But today, spend that time with your family. It's everything. Do that. Even if you hate one another, go and say, just in one day, I heard the message today that in this new year, I need to choose love. So I choose loving you guys. No matter what you've done to me, I choose loving you. Just practice that today. Do that today. And I'm telling you, tomorrow, you're going to wake up a different person, because you have no idea how long you have in your hands. Nobody knows that. Even scientists, they don't know that. They don't know that. They have no idea what the heck is that. They have no idea when is the time to be gone. If it is the time, you're just gone. And we have seen just this week, someone really, really big. She is gone. Because I'm telling you, everything has the beginning and has the end. Well, I'm not here, guys, to freak you out. I'm not here to scare you, but I'm here to inspire you guys to be grateful, to love one another, to cherish one another, because life is too precious. And the giver of life is God Himself. He gave you, He gave me. Let's celebrate while we can right now. Hey, it's a beautiful day. Let me see here. There's a couple comments here, and I would love, let me go ahead. Before even reading these comments, I want to share the link in the comment section. And I just want to have you guys coming here for, a couple minutes. I'll put one person after another one to share anything that you want to share. I shared a lot of stuff here. I want to put you guys, I want to give, if we're going to have a lot of people, then I can give them, like, I can give you guys like 1 minute, 2 minutes. Everybody, if you want to come and you want to share, it's a special day. It's a special day for celebration. And I don't want to be the only one sitting here and talk all the day long. You know what I'm saying? So the link is in the comment section. I'm going to put one person after another one because I would just want to have, one-to-one conversation with one person after another one. And yeah, to just celebrate with you guys. All right. So let's connect. The link is in the comment section. Anyone who is gonna be the first one to open the session here today with me? Who is gonna be the first one? And let me remind you guys, in the comment section we have a link, to donate for the offices that we are trying to open. So please, donate whatever you can for the offices. We need that to continue to do what we're doing. We have been kind of quiet these days because we don't have a specific place to work. I mean, we have a team, we have people who are ready to do the work, but we don't have a space to do so. That's why we've been kind of quiet, and you don't really see contents. At the same time, we're working on the registration. Very soon guys will announce those. We're waiting. It's a game of waiting. When it comes to government, and you just need to wait. And also on 19th of this September, I'll be sharing with you guys when we are going to launch our special website, the best website in the world, number one website in the world. I'll tell you guys, this is the best website you have ever seen. I'll tell you guys on 19th when we are going to launch it. All right. So all those are updates, from me for those who are here or haven't been here for a long time. I just wanted to share with you guys. The link is in the comment section. If you want to come, if you want to join me in this live stream and share anything that you have in this special new year, your wishes, for your country, for yourself, for your people, for anything, this is the time to do that. And I'll highly appreciate. So as I'm waiting for that, let me read a few comments here. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And I got to say that this is very special to me because Ethiopia, what you celebrate, it shows, like, I love the fact that you kept it. You kept your tradition. All right. You kept your day. You have your own day that you celebrate. You have your own holidays that you celebrate. You have your own calendar that you celebrate. That's something really huge and something to applaud for what has happened. You know what I'm saying? So I really, really appreciate that you guys, you do that. That means everything. I have someone here on the line. Mikias, what's up? Hello, Mikias.
Hello, Mike.
Hey, my
Mika.
brother. How are you, man?
How you doing? I'm doing good.
Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year to you too,
Yeah,
everybody else watching.
man, I miss you, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been busy myself. I haven't been keeping up, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but I've been following on WhatsApp on the new stuff, but not on YouTube that much.
yeah.
How's
Exactly.
everything?
Man, everything is good. I thank God. It's a new year. It's you feel that energy. How are you
Mm-hmm.
spending your New Year? How did you spend?
I spent it well, like family. We
Mm-hmm.
we spent our first year and a couple of years at home.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, we go to my grandpa's place and my grandma's place. But this year, my mom did everything at home,
Mm.
and we had a good time until like in the evening, and we went to my grandpa's house nearby, and it was
Yeah.
nice. But this year was different. Like you said, it has something
Mm.
different, and we created it our own. It used to
Mm.
be just moving around and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was nice.
So, what did you guys have? For a meal, like in a New Year?
Uh, we had Borowet,
Come on,
chicken,
man. Come on, my
chicken,
brother. I
in
miss
both
that Doraj,
flavors, man. Like
I miss
the
Doraj, man.
how do I say it? Like the red spice and also the
Yeah.
allicha, meaning like the soft spice and the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
burning one. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
kaiwat. And we had a bug at my grandpa's place. It was fried meat.
Mm,
It was nice. It
mm,
was nice. To be honest, like you said, I, I woke up this morning and it was different. Like I prayed to
yeah.
God and like we
Mm,
need to change, like you said, because
yeah.
a lot of bad image has been programmed in our subconscious mind,
Yeah.
and unless we like be stronger with our hearts, it's gonna
Mm,
control us because like
mm,
a computer is created by our brain, right? Like in the image of
mm,
our brain.
yeah.
So the way you program your PC, it's gonna function that way. So
Uh,
our mind is that, but
mm,
the thing that we have more is we have a heart that
mm,
feels something. Like
yeah.
even if our mind is programmed with bad things, we can
Mm,
overcome that with our heart, which is followed by God. And if we know more,
mm,
if we know our Creator
mm,
more, we can
mm,
overcome any kind of wicked programming. I
mm,
believe
mm,
that's what we must change. Even
mm,
myself personally, because you know how it's hard to be in any kind of war. Like,
yeah.
uh, yeah, I believe everybody understands that because of social media these days.
Mm, yeah.
So that's my point. I don't want to talk too much.
Yeah, well, I appreciate Mikias. You know what you're saying is absolutely true. I think the dangerous battle is the battle with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like the battle with yourself is one of the dangerous thing you'd ever face. Like facing yourself, facing your ugliness, facing the inner you. I think that's the first thing that we all struggle with, at the end of the day. Even before we step outside and we put on good clothes and we put on like perfume to smell good, but deep inside our heart there's something that we're battling with, right? I think that's the first battle that it's really tough. And most of the time when we are struggling with ourselves and we're battling with something inside, it reflects on others. We like putting things on other people. Like if I struggle with something here, I will project it on you, or project it on people surrounding me, on my family, on my friends. We like doing that. And the same thing when I have calmness inside of me. I have that love. I have that different kind of energy that is not coming from this world. It will reflect on me, and it will project on other people as well. Like that's kind of energy that will transfer to somebody else. So I feel like, what I'm trying to say is this one, be the change that Africa needs, or be the change that your family or your country, needs. I think that battle with ourselves, sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes even therapy, you cannot take it away. You
Mhm,
cannot make things better, but only
mhm,
when we kneel down, we kneel down and say, you know what, God, I can't do this. I
mhm,
cannot do this. I just want that peace. I just want that peace in my heart because I want to share that with others. I want that love in my heart. I want to love myself so that I may love others. I want to be one with myself, so that I may see other people the same way. You see them and you see me, and I think that's what we struggle a lot. And most of the time, it's easy to just look outside and to point fingers and to do this and that. It's your fault. It's your fault. Is your. I do that a lot too. But whenever I do that, I know that, man, I need change. I need progress, and I need to come back to my knees, and to do that. So I just
mhm.
hope that
Yeah,
today,
yeah.
as we are having this conversation, I hope that we'll take that step, that
Mhm,
step of, like literally like look myself at the mirror and be like, what the heck is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? Like not what is wrong with you, no, with them, right? No, what is wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? When we start questioning ourselves like that, then it's gonna help us actually to become the better versions of ourselves. And that's what will project on others, onto others.
like you said, Mika. To be honest, like it's been a long time. You can see it through the practical
Yeah,
war that's happening right now. But
yeah.
uh, let me shorten my a little bit of my personal life as an
Mm,
example.
Yeah.
I went through this transition like 3.5 years. Yeah, 3 years exactly.
Mhm.
And after that, like a lot of things just collapsed, all my friendships and everything. And then
Yeah.
I even pushed some of them away because, like you
Mhm.
said, I was projecting something
Yeah.
without being stable. So
Yeah.
I pushed everything aside, and then when I kneel down and try to find myself, the
Yeah.
next thing I did was I started finding answers. I started
Yeah.
battling at every angle, on the
Mm.
spiritual warfare, on the digital warfare, even on my educational part. And I
Mm.
started finding answers, and everything was just falling into the positive, right? It was
Mm.
going really nice. And then you know
Mm.
what? There's challenges. You know what I realized the next thing? I
Yeah.
didn't want to lose this. I swear,
Mm.
like all the things I used to be, I
Mm.
don't want to even see that. Even if the friendship, the relationship, all the partying and stuff like that, when they come,
Yeah.
like before while having fun, it
Mm.
didn't even entertain me. Things
Mm.
that started to entertain me was being serious and being that change and
Yeah.
looking at the magnitude. When I realized it was beyond my magnitude. I needed the thing I achieved on my personal basis. Everybody, especially in Africa, we must have achieved that. We must share that. So next thing
Mm.
I started doing was using the internet more, trying to
Mhm.
reach out people, trying to share my experience, trying to just give them the path like I
Mm.
found.
Mm.
Luckily, we made up and like things,
Yeah.
history from that then on. And
Wow.
the thing, yeah, like I believe everybody who's a family,
Mm.
standard family. Everybody's a family, but there's, don't miss a point on Swahili Nation and One Africa. I believe
Mm.
they know the thing that has been happening the past. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Like since you started this, and
Yeah.
that's the wave like we had with each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just wanted to tell everybody, just know
Mm.
what you're battling. You might not win it today, even tomorrow, even in 10 years, but at least if your objective is going through the battle, you're gonna
Mm.
enjoy it. Trust me. I
Mm.
have a lot of battles that are not done yet, even on country level, but I'm enjoying it because I know the end is gonna be
Mm.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I want everybody to feel.
100%, Mikias. I agree with you 100%. We must hang on to that hope. We must hang on to that hope. And I know, it might sound ridiculous sometimes when every time I have hope, my hope is being crushed, because something happens, something happens, something happens, something happens, something happens, something happens. But in Swahili, we have this one say. We have this one say in Swahili that mti mzuri wa matunda haukoswi kupigwa mawe, which means if you have nice tree with mangoes or avocado trees, and those mangoes are really sweet and delicious, kids or everybody, they're not gonna stop like casting stone on that tree. Why? Because they want to take away those mangoes. They want to take away those fruits. So what I mean in this case, we're talking particularly because right now you are in Ethiopia. Ethiopia is that tree, is that mango tree that has so many delicious sweet mangoes. Man, I've been there and I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I love it that I've been there because now the testimony is even getting more stronger. I've been there, I've seen it, I've lived it. That Ethiopia is that tree with that mangoes. And so those stones, everybody's kissing stones because they want to take it away from it. And mind you, that those everybody, they're not just outsiders, some of them, they're even insiders. You have your tree and they want to store those mangoes, want to take this, want to take this. But mind you, that all this is happening because of mangoes, because of that mangoes. And these
The
people, they
sad
want
part is it's enough for all of us because uh, I don't know if you remember what when we met at the Pan-African Youth Summit. I had the opportunity to talk, and the thing I said was everybody just needs to have that Ethiopian mindset and that God heart.
Mm, mm,
Eh, Let me tell you, Mika, there's
mm,
those mangoes in Tanzania. There's those
mhm.
mangoes in
Yeah.
Nigeria. There's those
Mm,
mangoes in
mm,
Congo. But
mm,
through colony, they have
mm.
already been in control. But
Exactly.
Ethiopia, we have that mangoes on a free
Mm,
basis. But
mm,
it's a
mm,
mindset. See,
mm, mm, mm.
what we need to be conscious about is while they're fighting to have the mangoes in Ethiopia, they're losing the mangoes in Mali.
Oh yeah,
As a simple
that's true.
example.
That's true.
So
That's true.
everybody's gonna be free, like,
Mm,
and I just interrupt you just to quote
yeah.
that. Ethiopia is a mindset.
Mm,
Ethiopia
mm,
is the heart and a mindset.
mm,
I know you feel that because you
yeah.
just need to be a human being to
Mm, yeah.
know that feeling because freedom
Mm,
is given by God to every human being.
yeah.
Every human being.
Mm,
But there's a there's a saying in our teachings: our battle is not with flesh and blood.
exactly. It's a
I
spiritual
believe,
warfare.
yeah, it's in
Mm-hmm.
the mindset. Like you
Yeah.
said, we're battling ourselves because I've been
Mm,
poisoned so much that I
mm, mm,
can't go as following this kind of mindset because
yeah.
I've been programmed to
Mm,
differentiate people with those. For
mm,
sure, you must not make friends with bad people, but that doesn't mean you must hate them. You just hate their behavior.
mm,
So
mm,
you try to fight it. If they don't change, you just go in peace.
mm,
If you have interaction on a financial basis, you go to the court or to the bank. But
mm,
if that person is gonna be more than that and interact on a human basis, you're gonna give him love.
mm,
But if he doesn't understand love, like I believe these days we know who doesn't love one and who doesn't want to live with peace, who wants to control the other.
mm,
Oh
mm,
no, man, that's not gonna work.
mm.
Especially on the Adwa ground, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just have that Ethiopian mindset. Just Mika, I've said it to a lot of people. Trust me. Like, even if, I have a friend that's calling me from Tanzania. We've been interacting, and I
Yeah.
tell him like Mika is more Ethiopian than most of the people in Ethiopia. Like, I mean,
Mm,
more when I say most, I mean
mm,
like the powerful and influential people.
mm,
You're more Ethiopian. I can bank on that. And so I want everybody and most of them to feel that. If they don't, they have the chance. They can repent. We're
mm.
forgiving, man. Like
Oh,
everybody, if the war wants to be stopped today, to be honest, if they let the people free and like you
Yuri.
must pay your prices on a ground basis, but you can get repenting from God. Your soul
Mm, mm.
can at least live in peace, even after what all of the things you've done before. At least your soul can live in peace.
You reminded me something. I want to take my one thing here. I forgot to
Hmm.
wear, so let me just my one thing here. I always carry with me wherever I go. You know, it's a special day today, so I gotta put this right here. Um, now now it's complete. All right. Well, that's it's beautiful. I'm really glad that we're having this conversation, Mikias, because what you're saying. It's Africa. Like the mindset thing is it's all of us. That's why right now we have this campaign from September all the way to December, reimagining Africa. And reimagining Africa, it's also coming down to our minds, to re-question ourselves, about things that say things that we believe? Do we believe and we don't really put into actions? Do we just say but we don't really believe? You know what I'm saying? Those two things, they're very important. Like, we have to say what we believe and we have to put it on action what we believe. And once we battle with that, again, you say mindset is what I was saying, that's the tragedy, that's the greatest battle, is me with myself, with my mind, right? Battling again and again and again, that should I do this, should I do that, am I gonna put the line or am I just gonna leave it open? And it's I have hope, and this is a new year, man. We are here to celebrate new year. I never lose hope. Yes,
Yeah.
sometimes yesterday I was saying that, I haven't spoken long time in a while right now, about Ethiopia, even the current things that are happening right now. I didn't say anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because it's not every time the time to talk. It's not all the time to talk. Sometimes it's a time to pray, to just kneel down and pray. Sometimes there's just a time to be silent. Sometimes just a time to reflect on what you're going to say. If you don't have anything to say, it's better to shut up and to just keep praying. You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing you can do. And that's what we always, tell our people here, that, man, sometimes, you don't realize the intensity of the problem until you face the same thing. And I don't want to wait for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's happening right now to my friends and my
Mm-hmm.
brothers and my people, and I want to stop that. And if it is by me speaking, if it is by me praying, I'm gonna do that, because that is the least I can do. That's the least we can do. When it comes to Africa and countries that are going through, issues, it's the least we can do. And there are people who do not understand that. There are people who think that this is about, popularity, it's about the
Mm-hmm.
name, it's about
Mm-hmm.
that and
Mm-hmm.
that. Haven't say a word. Haven't say a word. It's about that oneness. It's about this Africa we want. If we want one Africa, if we want strong Africa, then we need every single country to be strong, to be stable, to be peaceful. That's what we need. Otherwise, this hashtag one Africa is just gonna be hashtag,
Mm-hmm.
just going to be a movement that doesn't have any impact. But we want to have the movement. We want to have the move that is going to impact our society and our community. And we start by fighting for Ethiopia, because that's the purest culture we have of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So many things. I was talking about the year, I was talking about everything. I was talking about those, I mean, the new year that we're celebrating today, the calendar, I was talking about all those stuff, the language and all those stuff. These are things that, we need to fight for, because that's what we have left.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying? And this, not to say that, Ethiopia is more important than any other countries in Africa, but say that's just the reality. It's the
Mm-hmm.
reality, and all Africans should be proud of that, because that is their reality. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I feel about Ethiopia. And I hope that is what Ethiopians feel about other countries as well. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to stand together. Like, yes, you might say, like, these are our internal issues, don't interfere, don't do that
Mm-hmm.
and that, you know. But we are Africans. What you're going through right now, we all went through those
Mm-hmm.
issues at
Mm-hmm.
one point in time, and there's a lot of countries going through that. And speaking about Mali, they're going through a lot of things. It's
Mm-hmm.
talking about Congo, they're going through, basically, is ethnicity issue, empty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that thing about, Rwanda and Congo, it's basically about that. It's because of this one tribe that they believe this and that, and they're killing this tribe. It's about that. So if Africa, we cannot okay, I want to say this, let our problems connect us, let our
Mm-hmm.
problems brings us together, let our issues, our struggles bring us together and solve them together, because we are going through the same thing. I'm telling you, you might say that, oh, maybe you guys don't understand us. No, but man, we have been, or other countries are going through that. It might be different level of intensity, but the solution is us holding our hands and you knowing that I have your back, and me knowing that you got my back. that Ethiopia, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, South Africa, Nigeria, Mali, we got each other because we're all Africans and we're here for one another. One Africa.
Yeah, must. By the way, have you read the book? To be honest, I haven't read it myself, but a friend sent me like a couple of pages. Uh, Things Fall Apart. I've
Things fall
shared
apart.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
haven't read that.
yeah. You must. I must too. He said
Mm,
it's a small book, and he
mm,
sent me a simple quote and a couple of pages, and
mm,
there was this interesting saying:
mm,
"Everything falls apart." And
mm,
you know what happened?
mm,
Uh, it says the smart. It was written by a Nigerian president. I forgot his name. It says the smart white man
mm,
came with his uh, culture and religion,
mm,
and we said, how foolish is he? And he came into our land
mm,
and took our brothers and
mm,
our land and broke and put a knife to the things that hold us together. And I might like I've changed the words, to be
mm.
honest. It's not the exact quote, but I think
Yeah.
everybody understands the meaning. And
Mm,
we used to be one. I don't know how, but we used to, even like before, I believe, before all of this like religion and stuff like that, we
mm,
used to be the same as a human being. Like we used to share that same way of survival, same way of making a family, same way of like feeding one another. It just was on the land, because I don't know how it was, to be honest, because it was way back. I need to
mm.
do my research, but
Yeah.
we used to have that thing. But some kind of, I don't know, like poisoned mind came and disrupted that,
Mm, mm.
and we weren't ready for that, because sometimes
Yeah.
you can't be uh, a high security guard unless you think like a thief.
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
the best security guard is maybe used to be the deadliest thief alive.
Exactly.
But we're not thieves, yeah, so we couldn't, we
Absolutely.
didn't, we weren't the best security, because we didn't know about any kind of theft.
Mm,
But
mm.
now we've learned it, so we're gonna build the best security. One of the
Indeed.
best securities.
Indeed. Indeed, mikias.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. So we need to move into that way,
Mm,
and we must. And this generation is gonna be only based on education.
mm.
It's not gonna be like the same as the old days.
Yeah.
Like someone behind is gonna wait, uh, give commandments to the soldier that doesn't know what he's up against.
Mm.
Just going.
Indeed.
Let me tell you, if I was called up to battle, I want the person that's gonna command me to tell me
Mm,
at least to know who I'm against and who I'm supporting, because that's
yeah.
what's happening in every African country. Luckily, in
Mm,
Ethiopia, we know it in some basis through our history and through our prophecies. We know what's gonna happen.
mm,
At least the well chosen godfathers know, so everybody's notified. But
mm.
if the battle that's happening right now, most of them don't know who they're fighting for and who they're fighting against.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
problem. I believe that's how a lot of empires and countries have fallen apart. Luckily, like I said, we used to know about the prophecy, so we were stable on some basis to survive.
Mm, mm,
I believe the other African nations fall apart in that way. I love the Zulu, South Africa. They fought for their freedom, but it was hard battle. Like they have
mm,
that Adwa spirit in South
mm,
Africa and Congo too. In I believe Zimbabwe, if I'm not mistaken, they also had a tough battle with them. We
mm,
need to bring out those histories. Like we need to bring up those that spirit, like that through the education system, like that's the core value. Because if you're educated, you're willing to die for the thing that you know is gonna pay the price either for you or your kids.
Mm.
But if you're just living by like an animal, you're gonna be just a number that's gonna be used by someone who wants power and wants wealth.
Mm.
So we, as youths, as 60 to 70% of the African population, we need to be awakened with education. And to find that education, I've shared my experience. I locked a lot of tempting doors for a long time. I
Yeah,
believe everybody should do that. At least, if not liking like me, but at least protecting yourself and
yeah,
controlling and managing it,
yeah,
because those simple things can cause a lot of bumpy roads on your life journey. So
yeah.
we should all have that mindset, I believe, and put it into action. Like you said, next step is action. 2015 2015 ሁለት meaning two, she meaning 1000, asra amist meaning 15, and action. That's it.
Appreciate it. Well, Mikias, thank you so much for hanging out with me and for sharing your knowledge. And those are bombs, and I hope people are listening and noting them down. I appreciate, man. I love you. I miss you, and I hope
Love.
to see you very soon.
Me too, me too. Love you. Respect.
Appreciate
One
it,
love.
brother. See you soon. Love in action, peace in action, unity in action. It's 2022, a year of action. And for you guys, 2015, the year of action as well for you too, man. And we're nearly the end of this year. This is September, guys. Do you know how many months we have left? Very few months. Very few months. Oh, you guys are starting the beginning of your year. So it's this is yes. This is good. I know that I have two different New Year celebrations on January 1st and September 11th. That's what I know, and it's in my mind all the time. And I'm glad right now today. I think I have even extra reason to celebrate because September 11th, it reminds me the day that God saved my dad and my mom together out of that fire, and he kept them safe. He gave them another chance to live another life, another day. And that just put smile on my face because that's what God does. He has a good plan, and his plan are always for good. Jeremiah says, I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. The plans to prosper you and not to harm you. The plans to give you a future and a hope and a future. Those are God's plan for you, for your life, for your family, for your country, for Africa. Plans to prosper us and not to harm us. Plans to give us a future and a hope and a future. There's a hope, there's a future, and there's prosperity. Only, and if only we stick together, we start loving one another, we stop killing one another, we embrace one another. Prosperity is just around the corner, man. Look at us. We are prospering even in the midst of all these things. Imagine what will happen if we are not going through all these tragedies that we are causing. Imagine. So Happy New Year, guys, to everybody. I sang a little bit at the beginning, Happy New Year to you. I went somewhere and Actually not somewhere, in my church, every time during the like Children's Day, New Year, Christmas, and all this stuff, we sing the same song, like Happy New Year to you. So that's what I brought here today. But it's kind of cool though. Well, I appreciate that. Was really nice conversation with my brother Mikias. It has been a while. And let me just read a couple comments here from you guys. A lot of people here wishing New Year. I love that peace and love for the whole Africa. Yes, what's up? This what's up. I love everything here. I love everybody who is joining here and, just shouting out to us and showing support. And at the same time, I think, it's very necessary for me to show you this page as well, that there's a lot of people that have been giving, and I want to shout out to them. I want to appreciate you, Anonymous, everybody who donated, Anonymous without their name. I know you guys because I can see your names, and appreciate for those who donated with their names. I appreciate you guys. We love you so much. You will never be forgotten. Your names will be in our book, will be in the walls of Swahili Nation office. You know what I'm saying? Your name will be right there. For those who are anonymous, we're going to keep your names like that, but we're going to have a list of every single name of people that have been donating and supporting this, because we are not going to forget you guys. Africa is not going to forget you. And this is what I will do. This is what personally I'm telling you today. Personally, I'm going to do this. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you because that's what I can say. That's what I can do. I may just stay here and say thank you for supporting, to help us to open the offices and all those. I can say that, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna personally pray for your names, all these names that are here. I'm gonna personally kneel down and pray for you guys, that God may remember you, your sacrifice, your giving, may remember your family, your future family, your current family. God may remember that and keep you safe, because I know family is the greatest blessing that God has given us, and I pray for that to be safe. Everybody that has given here, I want to tell you today, if you're sick, I'm praying for healing from the Almighty God. And if there's anything that is going on, I'm telling you, God is going to stretch his hands upon you, and it is well. Come on, somebody, say after me, it is well. It's going to be well. It is well. It has already been done. Personally, I'm taking that and I'm going to remember you. And since I have your names here, we have 140 people. I will mention every single name. I'm not going to leave a single name to mention before God. And I want to say this to the team, people that are supporting and working with me here in Swahili Nation. Guys, if you can pray, remember this, mention the names of these people who are giving. Remember their names, mentioning their name, because some people, they just give seed and they're expecting God to do something in their lives. You know what I'm saying? So remember their names, mentioning their name. You can go through this page and actually you can see their names and just mention the name. The matter of fact, let me do it right now. I'm going to start right now here to mentioning your names. All right. The link is in the comment section right there. Let me do this. For those anonymous, I'm not going to expose your names, but I'll just say that 140 names. Okay, here we go, family. We are praying, we're mentioning these names, and we're saying, God, whatever these people are going through, whatever these people they need, whatever these people they're passing through, God, remember them. Remember them for this €5, for €2, for €1, for whatever that they've given them. They've given to us to invest in the offices that we're going to open. We're mentioning their names before God. All right, this is very spiritual act, and I'm not taking this for granted. And I want us to be in that, in that mode right now as we celebrate this new year. All right. So we start with anonymous one right here. We're mentioning here before God. Ezra, South Africa. Anonymous, Christo Moelva, Ephraim Goitom, Ezra, Marit. Anonymous, Ezra, Felicia Asedu, Shafan Bones, Support Africans, Makabudi Fakoago, Tanzan, Jonathan O Atoyo, Ephraim Goitom, Sanait Tamene, BJ Reeves, Ephraim Goitom, Anonymous, Tigest Teshome, Will Smith, Chris Rock, Ephraim Goitom, Anonymous, Ezra S.A., Tewodros Besha, Senuti, Anonymous, Anonymous. Anonymous. Marit. Anonymous. Ezra say. Tigeste Shome. Tanzan. Marit. Ephraim Goitom. Ezra Nigusi. My brother. Anonymous. Ezra Shongwe. Ikram Belaine. Anonymous. 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 Walsame Omer. Felicia Asiedu. Ephraim Goitom. Ezra Nigusie. Marie Antoinette. Anonymous. Anonymous. Comf. Ezra Say. Anonymous. Aboyak. Anonymous. Berget Tesfai. Anonymous. Nahome A. Anonymous. Sunga Park. To guests to show me. Anonymous. 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 Adisu Getachu. Marie Antoinette. Ezra Say. Ezra Niguse. Ezra Niguse. Makabud Fakoago. Sanait Tamene. Ezra Niguse. Adisu Negachu. Ezra Niguse. Robert Amoko. Anonymous. Astake Belai. Anonymous. Nahome. A. Anonymous. Anonymous. Ezra Niguse. Anonymous. Anonymous. To guest the showman. Anonymous. Anonymous. Felicia Asiedu. Marie Dan. Anonymous. Anonymous. Ephraim Goitom. Anonymous. Anonymous. Jonathan Dinku. Salamawit Makonen. Anonymous. Marie Den Oden. Aboyach. Ezra Nigusi. Marie Den Oden. Ezra Nigusi. Aboyach. Ezra Nigusi. Anonymous. Marie Antoinette. Ezra Nigusi. Wundimangne Dingato. Tewodros Adik. Ekram Belaine. Hannah Asfar. Felicia Asiedu. Tanzan. Tewodros Adik. Anonymous. Anonymous, Anonymous, Anonymous. Juju J. Regi Tuna. Anonymous. Amdemaiko Desalegen. Sanai Tamene. Mikias Zacharias. Ezra Niguse. Calabria Trading. Anonymous. Hailu Ayano. Bira Mosisa Kenei. Adiam Kife. Anonymous. Marie Den Oden. Rahel Hooray. Aboyach. Anonymous. Ezra Nigusia. Anonymous. God, I bring these 140 different names to you. Some of them, they have donated 5 times, 6 times, 10 times. Some of them, they donated 1 time, 2 times. As I was mentioning these names, God, my prayer is that may you remember the sacrifice. May you remember the givings. May you remember their hearts. Because they gave this, they donated this, not because they have a lot, but because of their hearts. Because they see vision and they want to see it happen. And you know that we're raising this money for those offices that we want to fight for our people. I want you, God, to remember them. Remember them. Remember their sacrifice and look at their needs. Some of them are sick, are struggling, are battling. Some of them, their parents, family members, spiritual journey, life journey, financial journey. They're struggling with that. So I just pray that may you remember them. Just like the names are right here on this website. God, their names are written on the palms of your hand. That's what you said. You have written our names on the palm of your hand. So when I pray that God, may you remember them. For those who are struggling, remember them right now as I pray. Some of them are listening here. So make a way. We want to be able to hear testimony after this. That God, you've remembered them. Because what we are going to do with these offices, oh man, it's unstoppable. Africa shall be united, must be united by hooks and crooks. And only if all Africans will come together and stand together like the way we are right now. So remember them. I bless them. I bless them. Keep them safe. All the time, watch over them and their families, their kids, their husbands and wives, their life, their family, their neighbors. Remember them. Their houses, their plans. Remember them. In your precious name, Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. All right. I had to do that. And we're going to keep praying for you guys and remember you guys in our prayer. All right. So those are my wishes for New Year. Man, this has been really great live stream for the moment, you know. I'm really glad and I'm really happy, guys. Let me just end by saying this. If you're struggling with something, and if you're struggling with yourself, just kneel down. Kneel down, guys. Everything you need, you can get it here, guys. Just kneel down and push. Everything you need, it's been found there. Everything you need, I'm telling you, more than you need. Sometimes we pray for what we want, for what we need, but you know what? When we pray, God gives us what we deserve, what we desire. You might want small, but you deserve a lot. And that's what God does. So just kneel down. For whatever the case, kneel down. Sometimes don't even open your mouth, just kneel down. Have some of your private moment, go somewhere and kneel down. Speak to your Father. Speak to God. In your language, in your religion, in whatever you have, just speak to Him. He's listening. And I'm telling you, you see something different in your life. I'm saying this because it's practical. I'm not here to say something that hasn't happened. No, I say this because it's practical. I've done it and I've seen it and I'm doing it. What is the definition of success? For me, guys, success is being right with God. That's a success, man. Being right with God. We all have weaknesses. We all have our mistakes. We all have our sins. But always seek to be right with Him. Always. Always. I love you. Happy New Year, family. I'll see you again anytime. And it's been really fun hanging out with you here. I love you to death, man. Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you very soon. Appreciate it.
So the lie began from the very beginning of time, right? And I can ask you one question right now. What does history tell you about Africa? Who discovered Africa? If you write right now on Google who discovered Africa, you find out that is one white man. That he came and discovered Africa. And you can ask yourself that how can you discover a place that already exists? How can you discover a place that people already live in that place? It is impossible, but that's what the history tells us. That's what people believe about Africa, that it was discovered by a white man. This guy, he came and then he went back, he gave a report. And then the next we know is colonialism, because those guys, they sat somewhere to divide Africa like a piece of cake because they discovered it, they own it, it belonged to them. But that is us. We discovered, we're the first people to know. And today you have a lot of people around the world that they think that Africa was discovered by them.
So Africa, a place where poverty and pandemic diseases are originated. The least wealthy continent per capita. The land where the only things to be found are animals, corrupted leaders, poor kids, dirty water and civil wars. People who are in need for help, donations and support, aka the NGO's motherland. For others, honestly, Africa is just a very hot, dark and sad place everyone wishes to escape one day. Well, whether you're an African or not, this thinking isn't new to you, because you have read, heard or felt the same way before. Just type the word Africa on Google right now. Turn on your TV and see what the NGOs portray. Watch movies from Hollywood. Ask your mama, friends, or ask yourself, what is Africa? Yet if you're still struggling to believe, let me ask you this. What comes to your mind when you hear the word Africa? Tell me the first thought that comes to your mind right now. Honestly, tell me right now. But what really is Africa? What is Africa? Listen, there are many theories about the name, but one that is close to the truth is Al-Kebulan. This name translates to Mother of Mankind, or according to other sources, the Garden of Eden, the place where love, peace and unity dwells. Al-Kebulan is an extremely old word. Many nations in Africa use this word, including Ethiopians, Nubians, Moors and Numidians. For me, this isn't just the theory, but the truth. My truth I choose to believe in. As cliche as it sounds, that's the future I'm hoping for. The tomorrow I'm fully determined to see. The dream I am convinced and dedicated to fighting for until it happens. What is Africa for you?